Well, how is everybody today? Welcome back to the Red, White, and Blue Woodshop Fireside Chat and Shop Update. Well, I did a project, a Halloween project. People seem to like it. Some people hate it. Oh well, that's life. You never can please everybody. Let's see. It was kind of fun. It was actually fun. I enjoyed making that. I wish I would have changed a few things. I think I would have added a few more of the Pac-Man ghosts. I think those are pretty cool looking. So, I'm watching some YouTube. Great channels out there. Looks good. I got a complaint. I don't know if anybody's ever had this happen. I looked up on the internet. We're just looking up stuff, and I think it was looking up trains in India. I'm a train nut, love trains. And now I'm getting these calls from all these Indian companies. It's like this one guy calls and says, your phone number has won $10,000 from the U.S. government. And I tried to explain to the young man that the U.S. government doesn't give money away. And he's like, oh, yes they do, yes they do. He's with Indian accent or what have you. And I'm like, why are you calling me? He's like, because you called, you looked at websites and all this kind of stuff. And I said, look. Alright, so the U.S. government says that I have $10,000 coming. How do I get it? Oh, you give me $24.95 and I give you $10,000. Well, like I explained to the young man, I wasn't born yesterday, and that he should never call me again. Well, I'm getting these calls now about 4 and 5 times a day. All Indian accents, all saying that the U.S. government, or one guy says, calling from Microsoft, you have a virus on your computer, we could fix it for $50. If you use your Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and the rest of them, to pay me right now, I'll fix your computer. So I've made some complaints. I did call the Better Business Bureau, and they're like, well, nothing we can do about it. I mean, what? Is the Better Business Bureau a government agency? Isn't there like a government agency we could call and stop this crap from these countries? It's ridiculous. 4 and 5 times a day these morons are calling me. You know? And then I was looking at, did you know that India is one of the most corrupt countries in the world? So, it's ridiculous, and I can't stand it, and I wish they'd just leave me the hell alone. I don't know what to do. I've been saying, 10 minutes ago a guy called me and says, he was telling me about he could fix my computer. I'm like, but I'm from Mumbai. You call me. Why are you calling me in Mumbai? He's all confused as hell trying to figure out why the hell I'm talking like that. He's like, you have an American phone number. And, oh yeah, another thing, it shows up on my phone, they're calling from California. How does that work? Well, I found out what they do is they buy the number. And then they can call people, and people think that they're calling from the United States. Actually, they're calling from India. But they could buy that number out of California or wherever. I've gotten it from California, Washington, D.C., and New York City, and some other places. This is totally ridiculous. So hopefully somebody out there in YouTube land can figure out how to stop these people and let me know. Without changing my damn number. This is going on for 2 weeks now. I just looked up trains. That's it. Wanted to see trains. I've heard a lot of weird things about Indian trains. I was just looking up. And oops, never do that again. So anyway, enough of that bullshit. So how's everything in woodworking land in YouTube? Hopefully good. Kind of fun watching some of the DiResta. My God, that guy is something else. I've never seen, the stuff that he could do. Jimmy DiResta. Man, I wish I could think of half the stuff he does. The thing through the pumpkin, that is excellent. Oh, so many people doing so many excellent things, and I'm still stuck doing ghosts. I don't know. I don't know. I got so much stuff on my mind about other things. It's kind of hard for me to be creative sometimes. But I am working on another project as we speak. But I thought I'd do this today while it's cold out. It's cold and rainy. They said this hurricane is moving straight up towards Illinois. What's left of it. It's 55 degrees or 52 right now outside with heavy rain. I don't know if you can hear it on the roof or not. So we're getting some heavy rain. Decent wind too, surprisingly. So thought I'd do it while I got the old wood burner fired up, because it came out the shop and it's 52 outside but 45 in the shop. I don't know how you figure that out, but it's always colder in here than it is outside. So I got it fired up to warm it up in here so I can work on the project. Going to use an old world technique called clinching, nail clinching. It was taught to me by a little old guy named Costello. That was his last name. He lived 2 doors down from me where I grew up. He was one of those guys who could work on everything but not fix much. You know what I mean? I tell you what, he had an old pie wagon. I don't know if anybody knows what an old pie wagon is. I think it was an old 49 or 50 pie wagon. And what he did, when he got a rust spot in it, that hole through it, what he would do is he would try to cut most of the rust out. He'd paint it over with some primer. And then he'd cut an old soup can up. He'd cut a square out, and then he'd screw it right to the side of his car and paint over with gray. His old pie wagon with gray primer. You should have seen his car. I wish I could have took a picture of it or find a picture of it. It was hilarious. And there's little things all over it where he covered up little rust spots and stuff. But great old guy. He taught me a lot of stuff. And clinching was one of them. He used to work at a company here in Peoria that made crates. And that's how they did it. They clinched the nails over. And I'll show you how to do it. I saw it on the English Woodworker or English Woodshop or English Woodworker, I think it was. He did it on a crate. And I was like, you know what? I learned how to do that years ago, so I'm going to do a video on it. So the reason how I learned it, he showed me because he stepped on one of my boards over at our house, because he used to come over and visit Dad all the time. Mom and Dad, they were always good friends. And he's like, I got to show you how to fix this, because I used to pound wood together, and there'd be this much nail sticking up. And so he said, I'm going to show you. So he did. Showed me how to clinch nails when I was like 9 or 10 years old. So, and I've used it several times since. So I do miss that guy. You know, he passed away, I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that, 20 years ago. So, but I will show how to do that, and hopefully people will do it because it really works. It's really good. It's called nail clinching. But and we're going to do that here today. I'm going to have my videos will be out on every Thursday or Friday. I can't give a discrete date because, you know, I screw a lot of things up and have to redo things, and I'm not the greatest filmer. I'm learning, and so hopefully Thursday. But if not, Friday morning. So look for that. And then I got another video I'm doing. So I got 3 videos in the works. So hopefully in the next 3 weeks I want to put one away in case I'm sick one day. I could put one out, you know, and not have to worry about, well, I gotta get out there, I'm sick, you know. I want to get like 4 or 5 in the queue, and that way I don't have to worry about it when I'm sick, or when the wife's sick or the kids are sick. My grandson lives with me, and he's got a lot of medical issues. So, and my daughter has some medical issues we have to take care of. So it's kind of hard for me to get out here and spend 10-12 hours out here making a project. So good to see Jay Bates is back. Saw his salt shaker. Cool. Salt and pepper shakers. Those are cool. Going to make those. Excellent. But a lot of YouTube stuff. Great. I don't know if anybody saw, YouTube has got a new thing out where it's commercial free. I guess you pay $9.99 to get it. You don't have to watch the commercials. You know what? I watch the commercials, because if you think about it, if you watch the commercials on somebody's YouTube channel, you get to watch their content, but yet you're making them money. And that's the way to pay for their costs for their things that they have to buy to make the project. So I do watch the commercials, and I hope everybody does that because it's a good thing. I don't know how much money you would get from the $9.99 deal if you're a YouTube if you make YouTube videos. I don't know how much money you would get. So I do watch the commercials, and the wife wants to do an Etsy store, which I don't know what the hell that is. And then she's like thinking about maybe doing something else on YouTube. She doesn't have her YouTube channel yet, but I told her she should because she does all this neat craft stuff. I told her she should get her own YouTube channel, but she wants to combine with me, and I don't care, whatever. We'll have a good time. Excuse me. We'll have a good time doing it. So, well, anyway, there's not a whole lot of other stuff that I could add to the old fireside chat. Looks like the fire is about ready to go out. I'm going to add some more wood to it. So, God bless, and everybody take care, and I will see you next week for the next fireside chat.